So we're here at the Austin Dam. So this is another one of those abandoned places, and this is the artwork here. 78 people were lost. We're going to go up to the memorial and check this out a little bit more. They actually have, I believe, the one lady when we were at Ruby Tuesdays was talking about that they have music festivals right here in front of the dam. And it's like that they come down here. And I guess one of the odd stories was that the one time, one of the guys was, I guess he came in as an extra band member, was really rude to people, and then suddenly the next day he was dead. So he mysteriously said he probably got pushed off something. So, oh, this is something that's actually a really interesting story. This Cora Brooks, she was up here near the dam, and she realized that the dam was breaking. She's actually the one that warned everybody. Because they talk about here the water or Johnstown flood was killed over 2,200 people, whereas with her she was actually she was not welcomed in the town because her house was a red light house. It was near the Bayless Paper Mill Dam, which is this. It's also known as the Austin Dam. She actually contacted people to let them know, this Cora Brooks, and basically said you need to get everybody out of there. And because of her, actually a lot less people died then. But this is one of those things, you guys can pause this and then read this. I'll start up at the top and then come down, and like I said, you can pause. She was, prior to the flood, the town of Austin had filed charges against Cora Brooks for operating a house of ill repute and selling her liquor without a license. Yeah. So they actually let her off. She only got a $200 fine then, because she was responsible for saving many people's lives if it hadn't been for her. But here you can see that's what the paper mill would have looked like back in the day. And then here's the town after the flood, how it just completely leveled everything. And there is Cora Brooks. Anyways, we will go up here to this dam, and this is actually an impressive and imposing structure. The problem is George Bayless wanted to run this paper mill, so he had to do a dam to wind up getting the power that he needed for the paper mill and the water flow and all that kind of stuff. When they originally built this, the original architect said it needed to be 30 feet wide, being 30 feet thick. He decided he didn't want to do that because it was too expensive, so he only had it 20 feet thick. And the other thing that he made a mistake, because this wasn't directly on bedrock, there was supposed to be a concrete platform underneath, which was the base of this. And he decided not to do that because, once again, he was cheap and wanted to save money. And ultimately, the dam lasted about 2 years, and it started to show signs that the water was seeping underneath it. So there were areas of the dam, probably over there in the middle, is where it just started to drop. And then they were trying to tell people, oh yeah, this is normal, you know, when the concrete's settling, it'll crack and stuff like that. And then, you know, if it wasn't for that Cora Brooks, it would have a lot more people had died. But this is just stunning view of this Austin Dam. It is big. I mean, this is, I think, 50 foot high, if I remember from my research. And like I said, no climbing on this, but they wound up breaking it up a little bit. So it didn't break this bad, but they wound up breaking it up completely. And here you can actually see some of the wall, how it had moved. There's a creek through here. You can actually see this here, some of this concrete, and then this one section that's turned out like this. So I mean, it's just stunning seeing stuff like this and walking right up to this dam. You see the concrete, you can still see some of the metal going in between. This is the creek that they would have dammed up. But there's huge piece of this. Let me turn this around just so you guys can get a better idea. So here I am, that's that. Once again, I'm 6'2", and this is the dam here, and you can see a bunch of the rebar coming out of this dam here. It's really, really deteriorated. But it's extraordinarily impressive. Once again, you can see the dam, but it was just, unfortunately, if they had gone with the original plans, probably wouldn't have broke. 78 people wouldn't have lost their lives. But unfortunately, with a lot of these disasters, like the South Fork Dam that was for the Johnstown flood, they ignored warnings, and he decided he wanted to get his carriage across, Henry Frick, and lowered the dam and wound up. It was already had problems, but he destabilized it further, and there you go. That's what happens. Some kind of bug here on my camera and get that off. We will go here to the last part here at the Austin Dam. Ralph is coming up here. You can see him walking there, handsome Ralph. And this is the victims of September 30th, 1911 Austin flood. And then it has all the names of all these people that unfortunately lost their lives. This is why we remember history, remembering people, remembering what they went through. Somebody lost their glasses here. You want a sexy pair of glasses, Ralph?
No, I'm okay.
You're sure?
Yeah, I am.
There he is,
Hey,
Crazy
so
Ralph.
John filming
We're
Ralph.
filming Ralph, and
there's Ralph,
filming John. It's amazing.
Hi, this is fantastic, man.
Look at that! It's like stunning, that part of the dam over there.
Yeah, I know.
Get to see, like.
I'm gonna do this real quickly so like people can see it. Then I'm gonna turn it off because you're super important. Not that you guys are important, but John's really important. Hey, see you later. Take care.
But yeah, so this is it here, and the Austin Dam is another one of these fascinating abandoned places that played such a
How tall
role.
is this freaking thing, man?
50 feet.
50 feet.
At least 50 feet.
Yeah, geez. Oh.
But this is like the width there, or the how deep it should have been. It should have been an extra 10 feet.
Deeper than that.
Yeah, and it should have had that concrete under thing because it's not on bedrock.
Right.
And the guy didn't want to pay for it, so it broke over there.
Yeah.
And it broke there.
Yeah. What a trip.
Yeah. And it was completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
But another piece of hometown history.
Wow, that's cool.
So as always, thanks for coming along, and we will see you at the next place on our journey, and
Oh my gosh.
we'll see you all about
See you.
town.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.